For this deadly disaster, BP's internal review largely says, don't blame us, blame them. Halliburton and Transocean, two of its subcontractors on the rig, doomed by what BP called a complex and interlinked series of failures. On its website today, BP said Halliburton botched sealing the well.
Halliburton did not conduct comprehensive lab tests.
In BP's version of events, Halliburton's bad cement job allowed natural gas to seep into the well, which eventually blew out right through the center of its pipe. But other analysts suspect the well's outer casing, chosen by BP despite knowing it was cheaper and riskier. BP's report also faults Transocean, the rig's owner, for misreading a pressure test that showed the well was volatile. But BP concedes its own representative on board also agreed to go ahead anyway. And once the well's crisis began, BP blames Transocean for routing leaking gas onto the rig rather than venting it safely overboard. And lastly, for maintaining a faulty blowout preventer. It should have cut off the flow of oil and gas, but failed. A cascade of mistakes that ended in disaster.
If they'd prevented any one of those things in that series, we might not have had the blowout that we had.
Today's BP report prompted another flurry of finger-pointing by all three companies, much like this congressional hearing back in May.
BP, as a leaseholder and the operator of the well, hired Transocean to drill that well.
After BP released its findings, today Transocean blasted the oil giant for a self-serving report that attempts to conceal BP's fatally flawed well design. Halliburton said BP's report contained substantial omissions and inaccuracies. The well owner, BP, is responsible. BP's taking out a legal position. Its well design was fine. The real problem was the way other companies executed. Katie?
Mark Strassmann. Mark, thanks very much.